Okay, hello everyone. So today we are going to see our next unit, that is sheet metal working or sheet metal forming. So before going ahead, I want to give you some introduction regarding sheet metal. Okay, so uh, these sheets, whatever the sheets are there, these are produced by hot and cold rolling process. Okay, so here these sheet, whatever the sheets are there, they are produced by hot and cold working. Okay, hot and cold working. Okay, these sheets are produced by hot and cold rolling process, which we have seen in our previous unit, that is rolling process, which we have seen. Okay, and remember over here, that is, in many times it will be asked, the question will be asked to you, that is, tell us the difference between sheet and metal. Okay, difference between, sorry, sheet and plate. Okay, sheet and plate. So at that time you are supposed to say that, so the metals in the form of sheets which is having thickness less than 5 mm. Okay, if the thickness is less than 5 mm, then it is sheet, and if the thickness is more than 5 mm, then it is known as a plate. Remember, this question will be asked during interview and at many places, that is, tell us the difference between plate and sheet. So at that time you are supposed to give this answer, that is, if the metal which is in the form of sheet which is having the thickness below or less than 5 mm, then it is the metal which is having thickness less than 5 mm, then it is sheet, and the metal which is having the thickness which is more than 5 mm, then it is known as a plate. Okay, and these sheets are produced by hot and cold rolling processes. Okay, and sheets which are having thickness more than 5 mm is known as a plate. Okay, so this is, what about the difference between metals and sheet metal? Okay, so if we see, to whatever the cutting operation is there, okay, which normally uses to cut and shape the plates. Okay, so to cut to cut and give the shape for the plate, what they do, they use a thermal cutting. Okay, so this is what operations are performed. Okay, so thermal cutting is used to cut and shape the plates. Okay, and after that what they do, then by using a hydraulic press the required shape is obtained. So such plates are used in fabrication of boilers, tanks, ships, etc. Okay, now the most commonly used operation in sheet metal sheet metal working are performed on a press. Okay, and this press normally performed on the sheet which is having thickness less than 5 mm. Okay, and the operations which is referred as a press working. Okay, or it is also known as a stamping. So this press working is a chipless production process. That means there is no any formation of chip occurs. Okay, as we know that whenever we perform any operation on lathe machine, at that time chips were formed. But in sheet metal working process, while do the press working, so at that time there is no any chip formation occurs. Okay, and whatever the press working is there, it is usually performed at the room temperature. Okay, so normally whatever the sheets are there, these sheets are normally in rolled sheet formats. Okay, so they are available in different lengths, and different widths are there, that is around 2 to 3 length, and the sheet is having 2 to 3 length, and the sorry, 2 to 3 meter length, and 1 to 1.5 meter wide. Such sheets are available in the market. Okay, and along with that, the thickness of the sheet, it will be decided on the gauge number. Okay, so whatever the gauge number is there, it the gauge number of sheet, it gives the thickness of that sheet. That means, let us see the example, that is gauge 10. That means the thickness of the sheet is 3.2 and as the gauge number increases, okay, as the gauge number increases, as the gauge number increases, the thickness decreases. Okay, whatever the thickness of the sheet is there, it gauge decreases. Okay, so higher the gauge number, lower the thickness of the sheet. Okay, this is what about the sheet. Okay, and here one temper word uses, that is temper of sheet, which is known as a which refers to the degree of cold working on the sheet. Okay, and the whatever the full hard tempered sheet is there, it is having high strength and low ductility. Normally, for many applications like cupboard or automobiles, for this CRCA sheets uses. CRCA is nothing but cold rolled close annealed sheets. These sheets are used for cupboards and automobiles because these have polished oxide surfaces are there. Okay, and the commercial products like automobile and truck bodies, airplanes, railway cars, locomotives, farm and construction equipment, small and large appliances. For such applications, the sheet metals are uses. Okay, and now we'll see the further regarding press working. Okay, so the whatever the press working is there, we are going to see further detail in upcoming slides also. So this press working operation is normally divided into two groups, that is cutting operation and forming operations. Okay, but in these both operation, we are going to use, or normally the die and punches are uses for shaping the sheet metals. Okay, so dies and punches are the tools in sheet metal working processes. Okay, that is dies and punches. These are the tools which are uses in sheet metal working process. Okay, so if we see the first, that is cutting operation. So in this group, the metal is cut or sheared from sheets by the tools, that is dies and punches, and the required shape is made by performing a cutting operation. Okay, and the examples of the cutting operations are like blanking, punching, notching, trimming, shaving, lancing, that we are going to see in our upcoming slides. And next uh, group of press working is, that is forming operations. So in this operation, the cutting operation, in this the cutting operation is not formed. So whatever the required shape is there, it is obtained by plastically deforming the sheet between a die and punch. Okay, and the stresses are applied on the ultimate strength of the metal, and the example of formings are bending, drawing, squeezing, etc. Okay, so this is what the short introduction. Now let us see. So this is what the sheet metal working is there. Here you can see the die is there at the bottom, die here, and the above the punch is there. Okay, so here you can see different components of this press working. Here the press is having the see at the bottom bed is there, on that die block is there, and above the punch is there, and this punch is connected to the ram, and ram is in between the ram guide, and this ram is connected to the crank via connecting rod. Okay, so here what happens, whatever the rotary motion is there, this rotary motion is converted into reciprocating motions. Okay, so this is the bending operation is there in sheet metal working, and here you can see the metal sheet is kept over here, and here die is there and punch is there, which is having the required shape. Okay, and here what happens, the ramming action is takes place on the metal sheet, and here you can see the final component. Okay, so this is what the sheet metal works. Okay, so let me see this problem. Okay, so here you can see the how the sheet metal working is there. Okay, so whatever the rotary motion is there, this rotary motion is converted into a reciprocating motion, and the force is applied on these metal sheets, and we will get the final component. Okay, so it is the process of the components of form. The sheet metal of thickness range from 0.1 to 10 mm, and the sheet metal working is generally carried out with the machine tools is called as press. So this is what one of the press machine is there. You can see the drive is here, and to this drive the flywheel is connected. Okay, so here whatever the rotary motion is there, it get converted into a reciprocating motion over here, and it performs a ramming action. Okay, so this is what about a press. Okay, now let us see one of the practical machine. Okay, this is, you can see over here, here drive unit are present, and here the ram is there. Okay, so here you can see also the die over here. Okay, and let us see the applications. So these are the applications, the vehicle parts like door, roofs, fuel tanks, front guards can be produced by a sheet metal working, that is by performing a press working. And the sheet also uses in a aircraft industry, radio and telephone industry, and in electrical parts also. Okay, now let us see the types of sheet metal working. Okay, we have seen that is two types, that is metal cutting operation, metal forming operation. And in metal cutting operation there are different operations are there, that is blanking, punching, notching, perforating, slitting, lancing, shaving. And in there are different forming processes are there in metal forming, that is bending, drawing, embossing, forming, coining or squeezing. So let us see one by one operations. Okay, that is first see the metal cutting operations, which includes, that is punching, piercing, blanking, notching, perforating, shaving, shearing. Okay, so let us see the first operation, that is punching. Okay, see the diagram. So here you can see that it is the cutting operation with the help of which the whole of various shapes are produced in the sheet metal. Okay, so here you can see that the sheet is kept over here. This is the required part, okay, and this is the waste part in punching, okay. And here after punch, whatever the waste part is there, it get dropped down over here. It can be collected at the bottom, okay. So in the punch, whatever the punch size is there, it is made exact to the diameter of hole and the die size, okay. So here you can see that the punch, okay, which is having the size is the diameter of hole, okay, and the die size is normally calculated by, that is dd is equal to dp plus 2 into c, okay, that is dd is equal to, this is a die size is there, which is equal to dp plus 2 times c, where dp is nothing but the diameter of punch, dd is die size, 2c, c is nothing but the clearance, okay. So this is what about the punching, okay. Here you can also see the punching example. Let us see one more example, okay. Whatever the punched out part is there, this punched out part is scrap, and whatever the strip is there, this is called as a workpiece in punching, okay. Now let us see the next operation, that is piercing, okay. So let's see. So the piercing is the operation of producing a hole of any desired shape in a metal by using punch and die. And in piercing, the metal sheet with the hole is the required component, while the material punched out to form the hole is the waste part is there, okay. So this is what about piercing. So the piercing and the punching is quite same. Next, blanking. So blanking is the cutting operation of a flat metal sheet, and the punched out part is known as a blank. In blank, this is a punched part, and this is known as a blank, which is important, or this is the required part. The blank is nothing but a required product of the operation, and the metal which is left behind is considered as a waste, okay. Here it is a required part, and this is waste part, okay. So here you can see the blanking operation is there, okay. So initially what happens, so here you can see the blank is what, it is useful part, okay. Here this is the press machine is there, punch strip is allowed to flow from one to another direction, and the blank which is required over here, okay. So let us see the next, that is the machine actually, and let us see the difference of blanking and punching, okay. So here you can see that in blanking, the whatever the part which is produced by the punching action or ramming action, it is a blank which is required, okay, where it is in blanking. But in punching, whatever the uh, part which is remaining, it is a required, this is required part, okay. This is the difference between blanking and punching. In blanking, the blank part is required, and in punching, the remaining part is required. So this is the major difference between blanking and punching. Now let us see next, notching. Okay, so this notching is also quite similar to blanking operation, but in this the full surface of punch does not cut the metal. So in this, whatever the cutting is there, it is only on the edge of a sheet. Okay, whatever the cutting action, as you can see over here, it is performing on the edge of the sheet. Okay, so this is known as a notching. Now next let us see the perforating. Okay, this perforating is quite similar to piercing, but the difference is that the whatever the hole is there, it is not a round shape. So in this process, the multiple holes which are small and they are close together are cut in the metal sheets. Okay, so if you want to see here, this is the practical application. So normally what happens, whatever the parts are there, casting parts or different parts, those parts are kept in this basket. Okay, so next let us see the shaving. So shaving operation is performed or this is used for cutting the unwanted excess material from the periphery of a previously formed workpiece, and in this process very small amount of material is removed. I will show you one example that then you can understand easily what is a shaving. Okay, so here you can see that the shaving is a process of removing the unwanted material from the periphery of a previously formed worksheet from workpiece. Okay, whatever the excess material is there, it can be removed by using a shaving. Okay, so this is what about shaving. Now next let us see the shearing operation. So shearing operation is shearing operation is, you can see in the image. Okay, so here it is the operation through which a metal is cut along a single line, which is generally in a straight line. Okay, this is what we have seen the metal cutting operation. Now next we are going to see the metal forming operation. Okay, so the metal forming operation includes the different operations, that is bending, drawing, embossing, coining. Okay, so let us see the first one, that is bending. So bending, it is a metal forming operation in which the straight metal sheet is the straight metal sheet is transformed into a curved form. Okay, so here we can see that the whatever the metal is there, it is a we are in this the metal sheet is deformed plastically, so that the bend takes a permanent set upon removal of stress that caused it. Okay, and in this operation there is no change in a thickness of sheet metal. Okay, the deformed shape tends to change a little after force acting on it after taking it out. Okay, so in this what happens, the spring back effect is there. Okay, that means to compensate the spring back effect and produce the correct shape, the angle is given over here. Okay, so this is what about bending, and the common bending, let us see which are the common used bendings are there. That is V bending, U bending, angle bending, curling. Okay, so let us see first, that is U bending. So here you can see the U bending. Okay, whatever the final component is there, which is in the form of U shape. Okay, and further if we see the V bending, the final component is the shape of the part is V shape. Okay, so here you can see on the die the metal sheet is kept and the punchy of having the required shape is pressed down again towards the die and we will get such required shape. Let us see one practical overview. So here it is the bending machine. What happens, the sheet is kept over here and it is allowed to push against the die and here we will get a required shape, okay, of V bending. Here you can see the shape of the die, V shape is there. So in a such a way we will get a V shape of part. Further, that is angle bending is there. That means whatever the sheet is there, if we want in an angle format, at that time such punch and dies uses and we will get the final component which is having a different angle over here. Okay, so this is what the bending of sheet is there. Okay, and if we see in bending, there normally both actions are occurs. Which both actions? That is compression elongation and tensile elongation. Okay, these both elongation occurs in a bending. Okay, here it is compression and here it is elongation. So let us see the next, that is curling is there. So here you can see, to produce a curl edge, this curling is performed. Normally what happens, to hold the device or the part, such curling operation is performed. Okay, if the curling is not here, then it will become to hold this part. Okay, that's why this curling is provided. If we see in our household appliances, to boil the milk or to store some liquid, we use some uh, utensils, okay, which is having such curl is there, okay, which is normally. Okay, now we are going to see the drawing operation. Okay, so here you can see that in the drawing operation, that is in this operation the punch forces a sheet metal blank to flow plastically into the clearance between the punch and die, and after this a blank takes the shape of the punch or shape of a cup. In such a way you can see the shape of final component. Let us see further. Okay, here the you can see the drawing of cup shaped part, the work before the punch, and here you can see the end of stroke. This is what required part is produced. This is the starting blank, okay, blank diameter, and this is the drawn part, dp, which is nothing but a punch diameter. Okay, let us see the example. This is the example of a drawing. Okay, now next, embossing. Embossing is nothing, it is used to for a decorative purpose. or for giving the details like names, trademarks, specification on the sheet metal. And this is also used if you have seen the many component, like let us take the example of generator. So for a ventilation purpose, such shapes are given over here, over there. Okay, so let us see some more example of embossing. Here you can see the embossings. Okay, if we see in like buses, such shapes are over there. Okay, due to this, what happens? It avoids the slippage. Okay, so that we will get a grip to walk on the such surfaces. Okay, this is the example of embossing. You can see. Okay, these are also some more examples of trademarks of embosses. Now next, coining is there. So coining is nothing but this operation which uses in the manufacturing of coins, medals, or ornamental parts. Okay, you can see. So this is a bulk deformation process in order to make the indentations and raised sections in sheet metal parts. This operation is uses. And as we have seen in this uses for medals, coins, and this what happens, the medal is held in between die and punch and it squeezed heavily. Due to that, what happens, whatever the patterns on the both sides of the surface of the parts are normally not the same. Okay, they are different, but few cases it will be same. Okay, so if we see the medals or coins, both the sides having difference. Okay, at that time, no, one side is having different on die block, and on punch it is having a different shape, and by squeezing the whatever the print is there, the pattern on the both surfaces are obtained, which are there on punch and die. Okay, so this is about the squeezing. Now let us see the advantages of sheet metal working. So first advantage is that whatever the components are there which are produced by the sheet metals are light in weight. Okay, and the next advantage is that the components which are produced by the sheet metals are cheap. It is not costly. Okay, and next advantage is that the sheet metal working gives a high dimensional accuracy and gives a good surface finish. And next advantage is that the sheet metal working process does not require any skilled labor. That means the unskilled labor can be use this sheet metal working process. Okay, and last is that whatever the rate of production is there, the rate of production of sheet metal working is high. Okay, now let us see the disadvantages of sheet metal working process. So there is limitation on the thickness of the sheet metal, and next the sheet metal components have relatively low strength due to the thickness. Okay, so this is what we have seen, the theory of sheet metal forming processes. Okay, so today we are going to stop over here. Thank you.